Chaos Carnival 3, Distributed Denial of Sanity. Today, we have the Pikmin fans versus the Baguettes. This is a highly anticipated match. The best player in the world on one team, and a strong team of two players with very similar names and rather similar skill levels as well. Map voting has begun for the first round as we see how these two teams will fare against each other. Will the team that is more balanced in terms of elo triumph? Or will it be the one simply containing the highest elo player? We shall see, as the vote is currently tied between Volatile Metalworks and Rusted Ring. The split is on team lines, with Volatile Metalworks, the Baguettes pick, breaking the tie. Let the round begin! We're having a lot of lag, so not a good start. .64 is trying to deal with that bumbling snitch bug, as the Baguettes look like they have a good rotation going. Viftor keeps plucking and handing Pikmin to Anto, while Anto handles everything at the front. There seems to be a similar dynamic for the Pikmin fans. I think this is pretty much the meta. As the bumbling snitch bugs are proving quite the pain for both teams. The combination of bumbling snitch bug and watering blowhog is a fearsome one, if you don't have your act together. But it seems O2 has managed to deal with the watery blowhog, potentially allowing the Pikmin fans to catch up on growth, as the Baguettes have just managed to get ahead on that. Speaking of getting ahead of the competition, Anto is here on the Pikmin fans' side of the map, stealing their cherries. If all of these end up making it back to base, this will be huge for the Baguettes, potentially. Already Anto is trying to use these bombs. What exactly for is presently unclear, but it seems two of his cherry carriers have been zapped by the anode beetles. So only one of these cherries has made it, and it's a marble berry. But hey! A marble berry in a rule set where marbles start unburied. That is a bigger advantage than you might think. Potentially, at least. Not necessarily by any means. But what is far more advantageous is what they got right after. A Pluckaphone. We now see a spicy from Anto as he wants to just get this over with. He sees the superior numbers of the Pikmin fans and wants to do something about them. These bombs certainly look like an attempt to do something, as they've wiped out a large number of Pikmin on both sides, but in particular many of the Baguette's spicy Pikmin. However, this does give the Baguettes the lead in numbers to add to the effect of the spicy. At this point, they have so many advantages stacked up that I don't know what the Pikmin fans can even do. They have 2 spicies and 3 bitters left, but What opportunities do they have to actually use them? And all of this intense struggle just over the first marble of the game really, really drives home the point about how important that center marble is. They're fighting so hard for it, and they are right to be fighting so hard for it. That marble, especially in a layout like this, can make or break the game. If you collect it, then the next 3 you need are usually all on your side. If your opponent collects it, then you will need to take at least one from their side to win, and that is harder to do than even getting the center marble. The center marble is the only marble on the map that is equally hard for both teams to get. Well, there may be multiple center marbles. All of this is explained as extremely fine, but not everyone believes that. Ooh! Victor tried to catch the Pikmin fan squad with a bomb, but it seems to have been just out of range. Now, Anto is the one trying out some bomb shenanigans, unless it was Anto the whole time, and I was losing track of who's who. But now we get to see the whistle trap in action. You got to see it in our match against Stop Playing, but I wasn't really sure how effective it was at that point. Oh dear! Pikmin Fan 64 has just got a large portion of his team's Pikmin electrocuted. Now Anto is still trying to kamikaze the squad with this bomb, which proves wildly successful! Look at that! 4 Pikmin to 42, 44, 45! Is there any way forward for the Pikmin fans? I'd say it's very unlikely. But because it's still potentially possible, they are continuing to play this out to its finish, however gruesome. Oh yeah, 64, shut that down right now. Oh wait, no, that's right, Bitter's deflower. You can't just shut it down. See, that's the thing about these Chaos rule sets. They keep throwing me for a loop. I not only play, but I commentate as if it's a normal game, but it's anything but normal. Although one could say the most normal thing about this is that the Baguettes are winning. And with a base rush in particular. Very, very hard to deal with base rushes when you can't use your bitters to save you. So at this point, the game is won for the Baguettes. It's just a matter of time for the Pikmin fans. Well, I think they're just gonna let it go all the way in. Not really any point, but they're the ones controlling their team. Baguettes 1, Pikmin fans 0! Buffer up to 60. Alright, here we go. Emperor's Arena, Halls of Grandeur, Decayed Garden, or Rusted Ring. What are we gonna have for round 2? In contrast to the bitterly split across team lines vote for the first round, it seems we have a unanimous consensus for Emperor's Arena. I suppose with this rule set in particular, our participants are going to want to have some fun with these bulbs. As the bitter sprays become useless against Pikmin, they become all the more deadlier a weapon to sabotage your opponent's growth. And that's what I think we're going to see this game. Let the round begin! Oh, Anto going for the meta strat with these things. Lead the Bulb all the way. Wait for it to turn around, and strike. Now, it doesn't always go perfectly, but it's pretty reliable. The Baguettes, it has gone perfectly, save for a bit of time wasted. Ah, but here comes Victor with this very sabotage I was warning would happen before the round started. Not only that, but even with 0.5 times punch damage, he has succeeded in his endeavor. The Pikmin fans, as a result of this, are down one large Bulbor. And here Victor comes, punching to wake up all of the giant Bulborbs on the map. Just what is his plan? Well, he's prepared that one for Anto to quickly seize the marble. Well, I suppose he's left the others for the Pikmin fans to be forced to deal with. Victor is taking full advantage of the peculiarities of this rule set. To devastating effect, I might add. It's hard to say how the Pikmin fans can come back from this once again. The Baguettes are very much playing in the same sort of fashion that Anto plays in 1v1. Stack up a few small advantages early on, and then keep converting them into bigger and bigger ones. In creative, out-of-the-box ways, your opponents will tend not to even think of, which will make them unprepared to be able to counter them. This, of course, relies on expert knowledge both of the maps and of the Chaos rule sets. The former Anto has in spades. The latter, it seems he's quickly acquiring. The Baguettes are now finishing up their not-so-hard work. And once again, it's only a matter of time before the inevitable plays out. Try as the Pikmin fans might to organise a response. Baguettes 2, Pikmin fans 0! Alright. The options for round 3 are Bottomless Sewer, Decayed Garden, Submerged Skirmish, and Rusted Ring, and I think I know where we're going this time. The Baguettes, at the very least, are certainly voting for Submerged. And all it takes is one GIF to tell you why. A GIF that is very regularly posted whenever this comes up, but seems to be curiously absent from the chat this time. Perhaps because it no longer needs even to be referenced, given how obvious it now is. But in the end, we have Decayed Garden, as it is a 3-way tie. The Pikmin fans have used a sneaky tactic here to manipulate the vote, by voting as a team for 2 possibilities against the Baguettes 1, so that between the tie, there is a 2 in 3 chance of the Pikmin fans getting a map they prefer. And it seems to have worked out for them. Or will it? Let the round begin! Some efficient growth from the Pikmin fans, potentially looking promising. That is until Victor arrives on the scene. Just what sorts of tomfoolery will he be getting up to this time? He's waiting to do it. I know he's waiting to do it. Yes! I knew he was going to do that as soon as he came over here. But using a whole bitter just for this stunt to destroy 1 corpse worth of 4 Pikmin? If the Pikmin fans can outdo them on that front, and be able to sabotage the Baguettes more than they were sabotaged by them, this could end up being pretty bad. However, it doesn't seem like either has the courage to do so. Probably because they believe they don't have the know-how to do it successfully. O2's busy getting his growth on. So it seems is Anto, who has just started on a marble, actually. Knowing this is a watery Pokemon, who won't hurt his Pikmin. He just leaves the Pikmin to do their thing, and then once it's dug up, he puts on 1 and heads back to base to get the rest of the Pikmin Victor is prepared for him. Now he's taking them and counter-spicing in response to the Pikmin fans' own spicy, which they used a few seconds earlier. Throws out the sticky bomb, it doesn't really do anything. Actually, it might do something! Ooh! It takes out at least 5 of the Pikmin fans' Pikmin that were carrying that corpse. This means it's now 36 Pikmin to 49. Once again, the Baguettes have turned a slight advantage into an even larger one that is now nigh insurmountable, if not fully insurmountable. Just how long can the Baguettes keep doing this? Just how far will this strategy take them? Even ignoring the merits of the strategy in theory, they're very good at executing it in practice. This is going to be very tough for a fellow finalist to beat. That is, of course, assuming the Baguettes win this match and make it to the final. Increasingly, I feel it is on every other participant in this tournament, and really every player more broadly, to start taking pages out of the Baguettes book. Drought once turned upside down everything we thought we knew about strategy in Pikmin vs. mode. I fear, or perhaps rejoice, at this seemingly having happened again. Baguettes 3, Pikmin fans 0! One more round. This could potentially be our last, assuming that the Baguettes win and the Pikmin fans don't want to take the taco. We roll the maps now and we get Halls of Grandeur, Concrete Playground, Emperor's Arena, and the Amphitheatre. Which will it be this time? Anto, at the very least, is eager to return to Emperor's Arena. Victor, it seems, does not agree. No, wait, no. Yes, he does. The Baguettes are now using that clever tactic I mentioned with the votes that the Pikmin fans used against them last round to pick two maps that they prefer against the one map that the Pikmin fans prefer. But it seems Smilax added a third vote for the Pikmin fans' choice. To render the sneaky tactic the Baguettes just tried to use themselves ineffective, as Halls of Grandeur will be our map this time. We now just await Anto to be ready. As he now is. So, let the round begin! These wallies are certainly giving both teams a hard time. They always seem to on this layout. I'm reminded of the time Stockdor and Kedril fought each other on this layout, and both of them lost over 40 Pikmin each. Since then, I've never been able to see this layout the same way. But it seems both teams have done very well for themselves, considering the danger posed. The Baguettes are almost at 50, and the Pikmin fans will soon be following suit. We have a spicy now from the Pikmin fans. Using the bitter in an offensive capacity to disable the Wallies for just long enough, or at least they hope it will be just long enough, to get the marbles moving. But in making this move, they have opened themselves up to a base rush. Vivtor has successfully... No, wait, no. Vivtor just got counter-base rushed. Both marbles not only are in play, but they're in the same room. They're right up against each other. And it seems the Baguettes have claimed control over them both. All it takes is being in the right places at the right times. Really, that's what much of Dandori boils down to. Baguettes 4, Pikmin fans 0. And the... wait. Okay. Bob was being stupid. We will indeed be continuing this as the Pikmin fans have decided to accept Taco's Last Stand rule. As a result, the required number of round wins to win the match has been increased to 5, giving one last chance for the Pikmin fans to turn this all around. Submerged Skirmish has appeared as an option, and the Baguettes are doing as the Baguettes do. Construction Fortress, meanwhile, is the pick of the Pikmin fans. Which will it be? We find out imminently in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The winner is Construction Fortress. Let the round begin! Once again, we have the islands layout. We seem to almost always get this one this tournament, where it was quite rare to get it in previous ones. Vivtor having a sneaky little view of what the Pikmin fans are getting up to. I mean, you could just look at their screens for that, but Vivtor wants to get some get a new angle, literally. It's proving quite difficult to deal with this male shield rod, given the punch damage has been halved. Once again, it looks like the Baguettes are being much more efficient with their Pikmin, as the Pikmin fans have had to, well, 64 is busy plucking up all of these 28 Pikmin, while O2 is busy engaging in some sort of disruptive tactics, well, mostly just getting disrupted. It's not really clear what the game plan is here from the Pikmin fans. The Baguettes, meanwhile, seem to have a robust plan that's going well. Taking the Baronets is usually quite inefficient. It's 8 Pikmin carrying for 8 Pikmin grown. You're going to have much better time spent collecting pretty much anything else. But there isn't too much else to collect, it seems. So maybe it will be fun. Oh, clever bit of usage from the Baguettes. That bomb is going to take them both out. Well, help take them both out. Take one both out fully, help take the other one out. Already the Pikmin Scarper with 1 marble. And the Baguette's prepared to take the 2nd and the 3rd. Could they get all 3 marbles from the same side? They very well could. The Pikmin fans, as a result, seek to similarly monopolize the other side. But it is exactly this the Baguettes were expecting them to do. But Boulder makes a good point about them being overextended. They may have known this was coming, but how prepared can they be for it in practice? When they're so busy with their own side, what can they really do on the other one? It seems they've opted to simply let the Pikmin fans have those 3 marbles, and begin the push early, although not so early it seems, on the bridges! The Pikmin fans have taken to creating a distraction for the Baguettes by using a few Pikmin to take their marbles away while the Baguettes Pikmin are more busy on the bridge. In doing so, they've been slowly getting away with one of the Baguette's yellow marbles from that side, and have stalled the other. But it's only a matter of time before the Baguettes fix their situation, and they will be far stronger for having done so. The Baguettes indeed have made it there first. All the Pikmin fans can do now is look on in horror. Imagine that. Seeing what you worked so hard for taken away from you before your very eyes. It's happened all too often to all too many people. And here it happens again. With a final score of 5-0, the Baguettes have won the match! Viftor predicted that this would be over in 45 minutes. It ended up being 48 minutes, so he was very nearly correct. We still have one more match today that will be taking place in 1 hour and 12 minutes from now. And that will be between Stop Playing and Drought, who is a solo participant. Until then, stay tuned!